So what else can you really say when it comes to this whole Teofimo Lopez soap opera? I mean, at this point, there's really no telling what's going on with his career. First, he gets fired by Turkey. Then he goes on this all-out Twitter X rant. Next thing you know, we see him on live at the Mayweather gym out in Las Vegas talking about, I got fired. After that, we see him at a Golden Boy boxing event sitting alongside Oscar De La Hoya. Then we see him apologizing to His Excellency, resulting in what appeared to be him being rehired and getting everyone excited for an August 16th bout against Devin the Dream Haney that initially had fell through when he got fired, only for negotiations to fall through yet again, with Devin Haney claiming that Teo is a duck who doesn't want to sign the contract. And now here we are today with Lamont Roach claiming that the reason Teofimo won't be facing Devin Haney is because, according to Roach, Teofimo and him will be fighting next after Roach's rematch with Tank Davis in August. Yeah, man, Lamont Roach tweeted that out, and his exact words were, "Fuck it, I'm letting the cat out the bag. Teo waiting on the rematch so me and him can fight for his belt at 140. Now, if this is true, which I believe it is because I don't see a reason for Lamont Roach to lie about something like this, since the fight would be at 140 for Teo's title, wouldn't that mean the bout would take place on Riyadh, being that Teo was rehired by the Turk? Also meaning Turkey is already aware of this? You know, His Excellency's good for delivering matchups, but his impact overlaps a lot of politics with these deals. Like, is Teo moving forward with the 3-fight deal? Will a fight with Lamont Roach be a joint deal between ProBox and ESPN under Riyadh? Or is it Roach also on a long list of names that will be joining the Turk? Did Teofimo Lopez sign with PBC, and is this more so him versus the winner of Roach and Tank? Because his most recent post on his Instagram story shows Teo wearing a PBC hat. Yes, a Premier Boxing Champions ball cap with the date of 8/16. Could this be exactly what it looks like, or is this just Lopez trolling the Ring magazine by promoting Roach vs. Tank on August 16th, the same date Turkey tried to schedule Lopez vs. Haney for? The ins and outs can be a pain in the ass, man, when keeping up with so many different, as they would call it in professional wrestling terms, territories. Either way, Roach claims he will be moving up to 140 to face Lopez after he sees Tank first for the rematch. And while we have that information now floating around, Teofimo took to social media once again to somewhat justify the actions of Keyshawn Davis and his camp/family this past weekend. As I'm sure most know, Keyshawn Davis might have took the most L's in 2 days that I've seen any fighter take in a long time, bro. So first, he presses Abdullah Mason at the pre-fight presser, which is pretty much embarrassing at this point, being that Mason got pushed up to Keyshawn's main event slot. He misses weight by 4 pounds, losing his title on the scales, resulting in Edwin De Los Santos rejecting the fight and Keyshawn losing out on $1 million purse that forced Top Rank to refund 2,000 tickets to fans attending in Keyshawn's hometown of Norfolk. Then his brother, Kelvin Davis, gets beat by one of Keyshawn's past opponents, Nahir Albright, on that same card. And to make matters worse, he and his brother, Keon Davis, decide to attack Nahir Albright in his locker room later on after the fight. Talk about a businessman, huh? Nah, he's Keyshawn Fumble the Bag Davis at this point. Now, it's hard to tell if this was just a next level troll or if he was being genuinely concerned, but Teofimo Lopez made it his business to take to social media and suggest that maybe Keyshawn could be falling victim to mental health and all the pressure of becoming a superstar in the sport of boxing. According to Lopez, he's been there and can relate to it on every level. Teo claims that even though he doesn't agree with Keyshawn's actions, everyone might want to consider if Davis could possibly be having a tough time mentally keeping up with his responsibilities as a fighter and satisfying his fans. I'll tell you one thing, if this man was indeed trolling, he does a damn good job of pissing somebody off. But if this was really meant to be a solid message and mental health awareness, then it's a classy and stand-up move by Teofimo Lopez. What can I say? You can't knock him for that. Because, I mean, after all, fighters, no fighters. Pop off.